Coming up on #that, Alumni Weekend has passed and many previous students came back to campus to relive their college experience for the weekend.
We sat down with a previous QU and #that alumni to talk about her life after college. And we have the latest Hollywood news you don't want to miss.
All that and more, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brooke Riley.
And I'm Kayla Hebe. Another successful Alumni Weekend has come and gone, and previous QU students came back to reconnect with friends and celebrate their years at this school. The weekend full of fun events kicked off Friday with a heritage luncheon for those Bobcats who have graduated in the class of 1966 and earlier. The class of 1967 were celebrating their 50th class reunion, and the class of 1992 were celebrating their 25th. Students, alumni, and Bobcat fans were encouraged to attend both men's hockey games against Cornell Friday night and Colgate on Saturday. The school even hosted a tailgate prior to the Saturday night game for alumni to enjoy and to get hyped for the night's game. On today's show, we sat down with one of #'s very own, Alexa Farrell, a Quinnipiac alum who graduated in 2016. Let's see what she has to say about life after QU.
Thanks, guys. I'm Alex Taglieri here with Alexa Farrell, a former EP of #that and a Quinnipiac graduate. Thanks for coming on today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you're back on campus. What is the biggest change that you've noticed since you graduated 2 years ago?
Starbucks. Starbucks is upstairs in the student center, and it is so cool. And it's so Quinnipiac. Like, that's like the perfect, coffee shop, place to study. Walking around campus with a Starbucks cup in your hands, like picturesque.
Yeah. Is there anything that you don't miss about Quinnipiac?
Oh, probably the homework. Like, I get home from work at night and I'm expecting to have something else to do, like more schoolwork or something else, and I'm like, oh, I just get to like sit back and relax, and that's like such a different feeling for me. So I don't miss homework at all.
What is your advice for keeping connections that you've made here, and what is your relationship with these people now?
So I had a friend group of 13 guys and girls when we were here, and we still text every day. We have a group text, we have a group Snapchat, and we try to get together as often as possible. So like, it's so important to plan things with your friends and have, this month we're doing this and this month we're doing that, and like just keep the conversation go, keep connected. And I love Quinnipiac. I love my friends that were there and that are still my friends now. So it's like keeping your college life alive a little bit.
What advice do you have for people in their senior year or even in their junior year who have a couple years left?
I think I cried every single day my senior year. I was like, oh, we're one day closer to graduation. But just honestly enjoy every minute while you're here, while you're on campus, and because it's time that you're never going to get back, and it's an experience that you'll never have again. Take hold of every opportunity that Quinnipiac gives you, because whether it's internships and opportunities, networking, whether it's programs on campus, they are all so useful.
And lastly, is there anything that you would change about either something at Quinnipiac or something after that might help a college student?
Just always stand up for yourself. It's really important that you always stand your ground, know your values, and respect yourself.
Thank you so much for coming on. I wish you the best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be back, and I love #that.
Yes.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Thanks again. Back to you guys at the desk.
Quinnipiac's dance company hosted their annual Sweetheart competition Monday night in the Piazza. A group of contestants went through different rounds to prove their dedication to the company and to show off their best dance moves. The goal was not only to have a great time, but contestants also busted a move, but it was also for a bigger reason.
The point of Deco Sweetheart is to find our biggest supporter, basically our biggest fan of Deco, and they're going to be like honorary member of our team for the next year. And also the biggest point is to raise awareness for the American fans in this country.
There was a great turnout and a fun event for all who participated.
The NAACP and the Student Programming Board teamed up on Sunday evening for a Black Solidarity movie night. Students and faculty arrived at 5:30 for the event. There was pizza and snacks available to them. When the seats were full, the movie Get Out was played on the screen in the Piazza. When the movie ended, audience members discussed some important topics that were covered in it. All in all, it was a very successful night. Here at Q30, a lot of us are friends. Quite a few people are even close enough friends to be roommates. Paul Caracciolo sat down with several sets of roommates to test them on their knowledge of each other. Let's see how well they know their roommates.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Paul Caracciolo, and welcome to the roommate game. Our first contestants are Matt Halpin and Drew Feinberg. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm chilling. I'm wonderful.
Roommate game. Right now, we are blessed with Josh Silverman and Kyle Lavasser. How are you guys doing today? You guys don't seem too confident. Back, everybody. We are joined by Alex Tagliere and Kayla Heavey. Guys, how are you guys doing today? Good? All right. I have 6 questions right here. It'll put to the test just how good of roommates Drew and Matt and our other contestants really are. So without further ado, I mean, let's just get started. All right, the first question, guys. What is Drew's go-to Netflix show?
Oh,
Don't look at each other.
you have to wait for me to.
Yeah, no, he can do it. He can do it right now.
Let's see. I mean, he's been binging Stranger Things recently,
Sure.
so maybe that.
Well, let's just flip those boards. Let's see what Matt had to say. Stranger Things? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've
How
never
did he
seen
not-
you. I love that show, but I've never seen you watch that. So.
I also love that show. Breaking news.
Josh, I'm going to be disappointed if we start 0 for 1.
All right. Are we ready? Let's flip those boards. Let's see. The Office.
Oh,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Great show. You're going to have to say it. Can't read that. All right, let's reveal those boards. Gilmore Girls. 1 for 1. Good start. Let's get on to question 2. Question 2 is a lot tougher. What is the color of Kyle's toothbrush?
Single bathroom.
Sure. All right, let's flip them. He still got it right. How cute is that?
Doesn't have a blue toothbrush.
That's the classic.
Mine's green. All right, let's flip those boards. Green. He doesn't have one. He definitely has a toothbrush. It is green. That's no in 2
I've
holes.
never seen him.
2 years together, you'd think they'd know. You should be using it twice a day.
I keep mine.
Maybe 3. Talk to your dental hygienist. All right, hold it. You ready? Let's flip those boards. Oh, close in color, but not the same. I mean, thank you for joining us, everybody. Hope you had fun as much as we did. We'll see you next week.
There's always interesting topics trending around Twitter that we just can't seem to ignore.
Danielle Yospeel is here to tell us all the latest in this week's trending topics. Danielle?
Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about what's been trending on Twitter. Hashtag 50 Shades Freed. The final film of E.L. James' trilogy is set for release on Valentine's Day 2018. The official trailer for Universal's 50 Shades Freed came out on Monday. The film follows newlyweds Christian and Anastasia, who are completely in love with each other. When danger emerges, they must fight the danger that is threatening them and their marriage. Fans have been tweeting stills from the trailer and are excited to watch the final chapter of the successful movie series. The next trend is hashtag bedroom floor music video. Former One Direction member Liam Payne released the music video for his latest single, Bedroom Floor. The video features actress and singer Bella Thorne. The song was co-written with Charlie Puth. Fans are speculating why Bella Thorne was in the video, considering Thorne briefly dated Puth and things didn't go well. Seems fishy if you ask me. Nonetheless, fans still tweeted their excitement. At 1D Diaries tweeted, quote, hashtag bedroom floor music video is finally here and we're all loving it, end quote. Lastly, hashtag Snapchat down was trending. The Snapchat app was not working for a few hours on Monday afternoon. The Snapchat support account tweeted, quote, we're aware of the issue and working on a fix. Stay tuned for updates. We recommend staying logged into your account, end quote. Angry Snapchatters took to Twitter to voice their frustrations. At 22_Kanye tweeted, quote, not being dramatic or anything, but if I lose my Snapchat streaks, I'm suing Snapchat. While at Cole P tweeted, quote, hour 3 of Snapchat down, and I've just spoken to a boy in my living room for the first time. Apparently, I have a 13-year-old brother, end quote. Luckily, all was restored in the world of Snapchat, and hopefully nobody lost their streaks. That's all I have for this week's trending topics. Back to you guys at the desk.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Hannah Cotter is here to share with us some weird headlines in the news.
And Ryan Ansel sat down with Kyle Adams to find out all about his new clothing line. Stay with us.
Coming up on hashtag that, we talk about some fun events around Quinnipiac's campus.
And we talk about some weird news that's been discussed around Twitter.
All that and more, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
you're on the quad, in your room,
or heading to class.
tune in to Q30 News.
For stories by student journalists you can trust.
We are covering the latest here on campus and in surrounding areas. Get the news you need to know every Wednesday night.
Hello, and tonight on Sandwich News, we will determine what makes a good sandwich and a bad sandwich. First, the standard sandwich. Uninspired, and frankly, a little gross. But we have here a Ray and Mike sandwich, the Cadillac of sandwiches. And if you want one, well,
come on down to Ray and Mike's at 3030 Whitney Ave, Hamden, Connecticut. Open every day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Qcash is accepted.
now that's a sandwich.
Welcome back to #that. A new clothing line has just been released.
Ryan Ansel sat down with the creator, Kyle Adams. Let's see what he has to say.
My name is Kyle Adams. I'm 21. I'm a senior PR major at Quinnipiac University from Fairfield, Connecticut, and I'm the founder of Prodigy Apparel. I started this idea about a year ago now, a little more, and Prodigy is a springboard for my ideas and how I can inspire others to take their own path and pursue it.
Since creating Prodigy Apparel Co., Kyle Adams has released 2 lines of clothing, and he's also garnered an international audience. Kyle says that his company's message is to do what you love and to follow your dreams.
For me, it's more of a stepping stone in trying to get people to think, I don't want to necessarily be a clothing designer, right? I might want to be a musician, I might want to be an athlete, I might want to be a photographer, I might want to, find something they're passionate with. So once they kind of find that passion, I try and use mine to just evoke this desire in them to take something further.
For advertising, Kyle relies mostly on word-of-mouth marketing around Quinnipiac's campus. Right now, he hand-delivers a lot of his products to his customers. But for those who aren't in the Connecticut area, he created a website, prodigyapparelco.com, for anyone who wants to make an online purchase. The site includes a promo video and photos of Kyle's friends and fellow artists modeling his clothes. He says his next line will be the best one yet, though.
I think they're gonna be more identifiable with current trends. So I think that will be making people think, oh, just because it's not, Supreme, it's not any Givenchy, it's not any Vans, it's not something of such, such a high notorious factor, people are still gonna be like, wow, this is a good quality piece that's still something I'd want to rock in my fit.
Kyle says that artistic freedom is indeed overwhelming, but utilizing it is just what Prodigy Apparel is about.
Sometimes you don't know where to start with that much freedom. There's just a lot more things that you have to consider, and it's just people all have varying tastes, so you always drive yourself crazy being like, what's gonna be the most popular overall fit and how will guys like this more, will girls like this more? So it's kind of a never-ending battle. But I think that makes it a lot more challenging, which I would never want to back down myself.
If you guys would like to learn more about Kyle's company, you can find him on Twitter @ProdigyApparel_, or you can find his website, prodigyapparelco.com. For #that, this is Ryan Ansel. Back to you guys at the desk.
So Kayla, did you hear about the baby koala that was clinging to a driver's car tire?
I did not hear about that, actually. That seems like a pretty interesting story. So Hannah Cotter is here with that one and many more weird topics with this week's Weird News. Hannah, what do you have for us?
Hello everyone. This week in Weird News, we're taking a look at some overseas incidents. An 81-year-old man from the German town of Breton reported to authorities that he had discovered an unexploded bomb from World War II in his garden last week. When officials arrived, they discovered that it was, in fact, a zucchini. The police posted a picture of the vegetable on their Facebook page. It appears that some Australian inhabitants have taken the nickname Down Under too literally. Last month, a driver stopped his car on the side of the road after hearing strange noises coming from it. After inspecting under the vehicle, he was shocked to find a 6-year-old koala clung to the wheel arch. She had been his passenger, unbeknownst to him, for at least 10 miles. Back in the U.S., a Florida woman has been arrested and charged with a DUI after drunkenly riding a horse down the highway. According to police, someone had called 911 about the woman, who looked confused and, quote, in danger. That's all the weird news I have for you today. Back to you guys.
Here in the studio, we're always listening to music and dancing around.
It's true. Whether it's throwbacks or recent music, you'll always find us having a good time.
We asked Q30 members to show us their favorite dance moves. Let's take a look.
Hey, Macarena, Macarena, Macarena.
This week we decided to see how well Q30 members knew their hip dance moves and see how well they can simply bust a move.
Hey, Macarena, yeah.
They didn't start off too bad knowing the basic family dances like the Macarena, YMCA, Cotton Eye Joe, and Cupid Shuffle. Let's take a look.
What's next? YMCA. Okay. YMCA. We'll do it one more time. YMCA.
Alright, do the YMCA dance. YMCA. It's fun to stay at the to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Now kick.
Oh, I should know this. We did this in the high school marching band. What was it? It was to the left, to the da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, to the right. I'm not even in frame. You got kick and kick and kick and kick and walk it by yourself. All right, Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh, I've been married a long time ago. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
All right, do the YMCA.
At least we know you guys can survive a family wedding and kinda work it on the dance floor. The next dance they tried was far from super. How did they even survive middle school dances not knowing how to crank that?
Crank that soldier boy. Don't know that one. Crank that soldier boy. I don't know that one, nah. Okay.
Superman. Oh.
Really? No one wants to touch these dance moves.
Can't touch this. I don't know.
Yeah, like that.
Teach me how to doggy TV. Teach me how.
And I'm sure we can all agree we will not ask you to teach us how to Dougie, whip, or nay-nay.
Whip, watch me nay-nay. That was a botched whip, but that's okay.
These single ladies left their black Leos at home, but still decided to own Beyonce's song straight from the media suite.
Like, then you should have put a ring on it, and then you do the, right? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Do a little backwards. I don't know. What?
I feel like then you should have put a ring on.
I don't know if I'd put a ring on those dance moves, but thanks for trying. For Q30 Entertainment, I'm Paige Meyer.
Brooke, I think we both know what your favorite dance move is.
Oh yeah.
It's the finger point. So when we come back, Ashley Cotta is here with us to discuss the latest in Hollywood news update. We'll be right back.
Tonight on Sandwich News, we will determine what makes a good sandwich and a bad sandwich. First, the standard sandwich. Uninspired and frankly, a little gross. But we have here a Ray and Mike sandwich, the Cadillac of sandwiches. And if you want one, well,
come on down to Ray and Mike's at 3030 Whitney Ave, Hamden, Connecticut. Open every day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Qcash is accepted.
now that's a sandwich.
Welcome to the WQAQ Morning Show. Dan Ball and Emma Spagnolo joining you here from the QAQ studios in Hamden. And Emma, it is that time of year again.
Coming up on Hashtag That, we talk about some fun events around Quinnipiac's campus.
And we talk about some weird news that's been discussed around Twitter.
All that and more, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Thanks for sticking with us. From the beginning of award season to a new Hollywood marriage, the entertainment world hasn't taken a break. Ashley Cotto is here to update us on all of it and more.
Ashley, what's been happening in Hollywood?
Thanks, Brooke and Kayla. Our first story today is the 21st Annual Hollywood Film Awards. The Hollywood Film Awards kicked off the award show season this past Saturday. Host James Corden poked fun at the lesser-known award show by saying, quote, Hollywood Film Award winners have gone to win 110 Oscar nominations or statues. So rest assured, it does get better than this. The show had a star-studded turnout when celebs like Gary Oldman, Angelina Jolie, Mary J. Blige, and Kate Winslet showed up. The night went on with Winslet being honored with the Hollywood Actress Award for her role in the Wonder Wheel movie. I know award season is an exciting time for viewers. What do you guys think about this upcoming season? Any movies you want to see be nominated?
To be honest, I don't, like off the top of my head, I can't think of a specific movie. I'm not, it's gonna sound so bad to say, but like I'm not big into like the Hollywood movie awards. So it's like, it's hard to say and like pinpoint an exact movie, you know?
Yeah, I'm not a big movie watcher either, to be honest with you, and I feel terrible saying that, but like, I like to focus on some of the other award shows, like the Grammys, the Tonys, things like that.
Yeah, I know sometimes I don't even watch those, but can we just talk about the host? Because James Corden is my favorite person.
I love James Corden. When he hosted, okay, I'm a big Tonys person, but when they hosted that in 2016, he killed it up there.
He did so well, and from Carpool Karaoke, like he's literally the funniest person. So I feel like you could just put him on air and like have him host anything, and he would be phenomenal at it.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of the host. I mean, he should win an award for being like best host.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's my input.
100%.
Definitely. Up next, Sean Diddy Combs changes his name. American rapper Sean Diddy Combs, better known as P. Diddy, announced on Twitter that he will be changing his name to Brother Love. He made the announcement on his 48th birthday and says that he will no longer be answering to the names Puffy, Diddy, or Puff Daddy. Fans on Twitter ran to action as they started comparing him to wrestler Bruce Pritchard's character, Brother Love. Pritchard even told him to get a new gimmick, causing Diddy to backtrack on his decision. This morning, guys, what are your thoughts on this whole celebrity name-changing fad that seems to be happening quite a bit?
Honestly, I don't think it's the best
kinda
idea.
Weird.
Yeah,
like, I'm not a big rap listener kind of person, but like just knowing that he changed his name multiple times,
yeah, and
I find
understand
that
the
really
purpose.
strange.
Like it's got to be just a way to get his name out there. But if he keeps changing his name,
people are gonna forget it.
Yeah, right. It's like, which one is it? What should I call you?
Yeah.
Because you've already had 5. Like I don't know.
I really don't understand it.
It's a weird thing to do, but if he wants to,
whatever
go
floats
for
your
it.
boat.
Right. And finally, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth married? According to NW Magazine, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth are apparently married. Yep, you heard that correctly. Hemsworth and Cyrus were set to have a very intimate wedding 6 months ago in April. They want to keep their newlywed status a secret, but an anonymous source says that only a handful of people were at their wedding. and only they knew about it. Miley and Liam have not said anything about the news yet. A lot of my couples from my childhood are getting back together, and I'm certainly happy about it. What do you guys think about them?
Kayla, I know that we're both pretty big fans of this.
Yes.
We just watched the last song the other day.
Yeah.
And Liam Hemsworth and Miley Cyrus.
They're perfect.
No
I'm
doubt.
so excited. I've been waiting for this to happen. I was devastated when they broke up the first time. They're honestly just meant to be. And like you said, we just watched the last song, and when we were watching it, we're sitting there and we're like, they can look back at this movie and be like, that's where it all started. Like, and
I know,
that's
and
just
that was
such a good
years ago
movie.
now.
I know.
Right when we were like little and everything, and like just
know.
watching it grow. I think it's so cool.
They're such a good couple. I'm so happy for them. So congratulations to the two.
Between them and Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber getting back together, there's so many different couples that are like from like nostalgic things. It's kind of like, wow, you know?
I know. I'm happy about Selena and Justin too.
Yeah, that's awesome. But when we come back, we're sticking with the fashion forward theme as Q30 members share their favorite clothing store.
Try not to online shop too much during the break. We'll be right back.
Hello, and tonight on Sandwich News, we will determine what makes a good sandwich and a bad sandwich. First, the standard sandwich. Uninspired, and frankly, a little gross. But we have here a Ray and Mike sandwich, the Cadillac of sandwiches. And if you want one, well,
come on down to Ray and Mike's at 3030 Whitney Ave, Hamden, Connecticut. Open every day from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Qcash is accepted.
now that's a sandwich.
This is Sports Pause.
Are you concerned with the 0-2 start for this team?
Right here, top of the circle, again, rips it past the Jasper's goalie.
What will breaking the record mean for the program himself? I mean, 138 wins.
There's the tough shot. What a nice play by Mikey Dixon.
He's good in transition. Just a really dynamic scorer he can create for himself.
And now, Emma, it's time for the top 5 plays of the week.
Coming up on #that, we talk about some fun events around Quinnipiac's campus.
And we talk about some weird news that's been discussed around Twitter.
All that and more, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Welcome to the WQAQ Morning Show. Dan Ball and Emma Spagnolo joining you here from the QAQ studios in Hamden. And Emma, it is that time of year again.
It's hard not to spend so much money on clothes, especially when you have that one certain store that has the cutest clothes and you just can't resist.
It's so true. We asked Q30 members their favorite clothing store. Let's see what they had to say.
Yo, what up, #? It's Ryan here, and my favorite store is probably Spencer's Gifts because they have really cool band t-shirts, and I always love going to the back of the store and giggling to myself at all the dirty stuff they sell.
Hey, Matt McAuliffe here. My favorite clothing store has to be Tommy Hilfiger. It's a classy, stylish look, and you gotta rep it whenever you can.
Hey, it's Sam and Brendan here. So my favorite clothing store would probably be Urban Outfitters. I love their selection of Champion sweatshirts, and sweatshirts are like an all-time necessity for me. What about you, Brendan?
And my favorite clothing store would be Express, just because they have so many options.
He literally has the same shirt from Express in like 10 different colors. It's insane.
Hi, my name is Justin, and my favorite clothing store is Primitive Clothing Company in Encino, California.
Hey, it's Katie, and my favorite clothing store is Francesca's.
Hey, it's Sean. And my favorite clothing store, it's a tie. It's Modell's and Kohl's. And as much as you can argue that Modell's is a sporting goods store over a clothing store, you gotta go to Moe's.
What's up, guys? It's Eliza. My favorite clothing store is the one and only Lululemon.
What's up, #? My favorite clothing store has to be an oldie but goodie Old Navy.
Hey, it's Christina. My favorite clothing store is ASOS. ASOS.com. It's the best. You can get something for $1. You get something for $1,000. Not that I have that kind of money, but it's definitely my favorite store.
Hey, hashtag what's up? It's John Welsh, and my favorite clothing store is Hot Topic. Not to go shopping in, but to make jokes about.
That's all the time we have for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Q30 Entertain.
And you can watch this episode and all our others at Q30TV.com. Thanks for watching and have a great night.